Hello and welcome.
Welcome.
My name is Justin. I'm here with Holden. We'd like to introduce ourselves and tell you about our podcast. It's called
Free game.
Nice. I have a couple questions to start, Holden,
Okay.
because there's also, let me say this. Okay. First off, I want to ask you,
Uh-huh.
you know where Twin Falls, Idaho is?
I do.
There's an animal shelter there.
Okay.
Out of all of the animals that have been adopted from that shelter,
Uh-huh.
which one would you say is your favorite?
I have an
I'll
idea.
go first.
Okay.
My favorite is a dog named Valjean.
Oh, okay. Your dog.
It's my dog. Yes,
Correct.
he's here with us.
Yep.
We'll be hearing him do whatever he does,
Yep.
and his tags jangle this
Yep.
whole episode. I just wanted to introduce him as well because there's technically three of us,
Yeah.
right? Now, hold it.
Uh-huh.
I like games.
Well, okay, hold on. I have to answer your question, right?
You have an answer.
No. I do. Well, I do.
Okay.
Valjean would also be my favorite.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course.
That means a lot to him.
Yeah.
You can tell because he's biting you.
Yeah.
So, I like games.
Mhm.
Do you like games?
I like games. I
Okay.
also love games.
Good. Me too.
I really love games.
Really?
Yeah. How about
Okay.
you?
Yeah, I think I really love games. I'm also wondering because I like to talk about games.
Me too.
Yeah? Oh, dude, great.
Yeah. I have a great idea of what we could do. With that.
Maybe a games podcast.
Yeah, like this one.
Let me paint you a picture.
Okay.
This podcast
Mhm.
is like a table.
Okay.
Each episode, we will pick a game
Uh-huh.
to put as the centerpiece of the table,
Uh-huh.
but the rest of the real estate of that surface
Uh-huh.
is free game.
Yeah.
We can talk about whatever we want.
Yeah.
So the games we will review,
Yes.
we will discuss, maybe even critique.
Yeah, and I think that something else that I might want to add about this table analogy
Uh-huh.
is that normally tables have four sides, right?
I mean, probably most often, yes.
The one that I'm thinking about has four sides.
Okay.
And at a four-sided table, you can fit a number of chairs, right?
Mhm.
Two of the chairs will always be taken up at this podcast by you and I.
Okay.
But then there also might be some other people at this podcast, at this table. Sorry,
Yes.
at this table,
Uh-huh.
and that's something I'm super excited for with the future of this podcast is bringing some people on.
Some buddies
Yeah, and also one of the chairs will be taken up by Valjean,
today.
and maybe a little later my kitty cat, Mifa.
Mifa.
Yep, we both have very normal named animals.
Yeah, just the old classics.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with them.
You know, Spot,
Spike,
Spike,
Barn,
Valjean.
So, okay. A little bit about myself.
Okay.
From a games perspective.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you about the games that I've played most in my life.
Okay.
That I've spent the most time on.
Okay.
Overall.
Okay.
In any order.
Okay.
Because I don't know the numbers.
Neither do I.
Old school RuneScape.
That's a big one for
That's
you.
up there.
Yeah.
Skyrim.
Okay.
Elder Scrolls 5.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to date myself a little bit here. Halo.
Okay.
Specifically Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo Reach.
Okay.
I don't even know how many Halos have come out after that. I've played a couple of them.
Neither have I.
And Call of Duty.
Okay.
Specifically Black Ops 2.
Not Modern Warfare 2?
No, not really. I've played it.
Yeah.
But recently the new Modern Warfare 2 came out.
Yeah.
And I'm not planning on getting that. Anyway, after that there's been a lot of games. I've played a few of them, but none of them nearly as much.
It's wild that those games are the games that I haven't really touched.
Yeah.
I know a lot about those games.
Right. They're all mostly really popular.
Yes.
RuneScape maybe not so much. It's obviously not as mainstream as
RuneScape is pretty big.
Yeah, it's big, but it's like Call of Duty and Halo.
Yeah.
And even Skyrim. It's like
those gigantor.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about your top games, either your favorite or the ones you've played the most, or both.
Yeah. So a lot of the games that I've played the most are no longer my favorite games. I still
Right.
look on them very fondly. Games like those would be like Terraria,
Okay.
Minecraft. Put
Okay.
a lot of times into those games. I still stand by those. I know that they have a social reputation behind them,
Yeah.
especially Minecraft. But I still think that I think that they're great games. Oops, sorry, I banged the table there. So
The physical table.
yeah, not the metaphorical table from earlier. And so those are huge cornerstones for the kinds of games that I like. I like adventure games a lot. Okay, that's one of the genres that I enjoy a lot.
Okay.
And then going into some of my other like favorite right now games, you know, obviously I played a lot more games than just these, but we'll get into those later. This is just a introduction of us and the sorts of games that we like, so that you understand as the listener.
Yes.
Kind of like a reference point to where if we rate a game, you can say, oh, he likes this.
Yeah.
You know,
we each have a different palette.
Yeah, which is great.
And we hope that they still work together.
Yeah. So reining it back, right? Magic the Gathering.
Okay, specifically.
Yeah, not any. Yeah, Magic the Gathering is a big one for me. Has been for years.
Good.
Huge for me. Monster Hunter.
Okay.
I was playing that even back when it was only really big in Japan.
Wow.
When it was not super big here, me and my brother got super into that. One recently has been Animal Crossing New Horizons. We both played that.
Yes.
And we'll probably have an episode about that. I mean, we'll probably have an episode about all these games.
Oh, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, I want to.
We also, I've played a lot of Minecraft too.
Yeah.
There's some games like those two where we overlap.
Yeah.
Like chess.
Yeah.
We both like chess.
Yep.
Pool.
Yeah, we do.
That's
pool.
more of a. It's one of the games that you could argue is a sport.
Yeah.
It's more of a physical game.
I think
but it's fun.
I think that sports aren't off the table.
No.
I want to talk about sports.
Nothing's off the table.
Oh, it's all free game.
It's free game. But that's a good point, because we're gonna have to talk about. First of all, I don't even know the difference between like 8-ball, 9-ball billiards. I don't know. When I play pool, I play pool.
The one that's hard for me to know the difference is snooker. That's what it's called. That's what they play in the UK. It's a completely different game, but you play it on a pool table with pool balls and a cue.
Like
except for the balls don't have numbers on them; they're just red and black. Okay. It's interesting. We'll have to learn how that works.
We're gonna get into all of that eventually, man, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. A couple other of the games that I'm super into, or actually just one, Smash Bros. Smash Bros is the only fighting game that I'm into. I don't know if you're super into Mortal Kombat or stuff like Tekken, anything like that. I never got into that stuff. It was always Smash Bros. For me.
You've played more Smash Bros than I have. I know that for sure. But I have played a good amount of Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Never gotten very good at it.
Yeah. Something else that I want to get to is just talking about us a little bit more personally. Just the fact that we work together. That's how we met. That's why we're starting this podcast, is because we hit it off. And
same job.
Yep, we have both of us work at the same place.
We're out there on the grind
every day. And then in talking to each other about life, we realized we both have a passion for podcasts, and we realized we both have a passion for games, and we also just really like chatting.
Yeah.
And so that's what I want this to be. Super casual, chatting, having a good time.
We like chatting more than our boss would like to
have us
be
doing. Exactly. So we wanted to start off today with the first game being Pilot.
It's got an exclamation point.
Yep, and the font is hilarious.
Font is great.
I don't even know what font that is.
It's
I'm gonna go to the App Store. Not gonna read the reviews yet. We'll get there. But I just wanted to talk about kind of the game.
Your first impressions.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Just in case somebody wanted to download it, but be careful, because there's another game called Airplane. with an exclamation point.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So don't get airplane.
No.
If you want the, it's rated higher. Airplane is rated higher.
Wow. We'll have to
We
do
don't
it
care.
sometime
We don't care.
for the 100th episode.
So if you want this game, it's by Quantum Design Group.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the homies.
Yeah.
It's called Pilot. The app. What's it called? Like the app thing. What it looks like.
Icon. Maybe?
Icon. Looks like it looks like a plane.
Okay.
Much like a plane.
Yes.
And underneath it, it says Pilot. Should I read the preview?
Yeah.
Okay. I am not the most. I don't read with very much fluidity. I'll have you know.
Okay.
So if I'm reading things, I'm probably going to stutter, right?
Okay.
Just letting everybody know. It says, I guess it's onomatopoeia. So I guess it's ding, right? Like the pilot is talking.
Okay.
The pilot has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
Uh-huh.
Things are going to get dicey. Whoa, ho! Someone left the engines running and now you get to pilot your own plane. Pilot! Let's... Oh. That was a sentence.
Yeah.
That's the name of it. Pilot lets you have all the fun the big boys have by flying your own plane from airport to airport, delivering cargo and passengers. No need to spend days in flight school. 96 planes for hours of mind-numbing fun.
Does it actually say mind-numbing?
It literally says mind-numbing fun. I read that verbatim.
See, I also made the same mistake when I first read it. I was like, Pilot. And I was like, oh, Pilot lets you. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, they are called app icons. The app icon is a plane. Anyway.
You just made a mistake.
I did.
Because now you're the research guy.
I know. I'm fine with that. I like being the research guy, yeah.
That's fine.
Nah. You know what? We can trade off, man.
So,
who cares?
So what was your very first impressions with Pilot?
Low budget.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Not every game is Marvel Snap, Justin.
Valjean.
There's not a third person in here. Well, yes, there is.
No.
He's the third member.
All right.
Go on. Low budget.
Low budget, which is fine.
Yeah.
Low amount of ratings, which is fine.
Like the ratings are rated low?
No, like there's
not
few
that
of
many.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's little interaction between.
There's 697 ratings on this game.
So few.
I mean,
comparatively.
But how many people do you think have downloaded the game?
I mean, it's got to be like
698.
That's reviews, right?
699 because we both downloaded it. We haven't left a review yet, right?
So
that's ratings. That's not reviews, though.
You're asking ratings. A really important and interesting question.
Okay.
What percentage of people that download a game rate it? It's
probably.
It's less than 10, right? Less than 10%.
Oh, yeah.
Less than 10 overall, every game.
Mm.
I've never seen a game with more than
10 reviews. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a low amount. So that's a good point. Maybe 69,700 people have downloaded this
game.
But I doubt it. I think that people who are looking for flight simulators, it's kind of a niche market.
Yeah.
And they would a high percentage of them would rate and review because they're looking for the best one.
The best of the best, yeah.
Not a lot of people are like, you know what? I kind of want to try a new game.
Yeah.
Let's do Flight Simulator.
Yeah. Yeah, the age requirement for this game is 4 and up.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So, I'm with the big boys.
Yeah.
The category is casual.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I'd agree with this is a 4 and up game.
Yeah, there's nothing about it that would indicate otherwise.
Well said. So you booted up the game, right? Explain to me what happened next.
It's a very simple interface. There's like 3 buttons. Yeah, it's fine. There's an ad in the corner for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the first thing that I objectively didn't like. Does that even make sense?
Yeah.
That I thought was objectively offensive.
you see a plane, like a little fighter jet, right?
It says
pilot on top,
pilot.
and I actually like the font here.
It's better than
way better
icon.
I think that should have been the icon for the app.
Yes.
It
looks more airplane-y.
Right?
Yeah.
So then there's restore purchases.
Which
yeah. And by the way, I don't think we're going to talk about every button on every game, but this is such a there's nothing to this game.
Yeah.
So we might as well talk about. I mean,
there's
one more button.
Yeah, the other button is play. And also there's a thing in the corner that's a little offset. It says how many coins you have.
Yeah, but it's not in the...
No, it's not fully in the box.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Yeah. I don't care, man.
I mean...
Who am I to judge?
Yeah. So, how about... I mean, did you have any, like... Did anything stand out to you when you started playing the game? Because something stood out to me right away.
So I'll tell you what happened. First of all, I hit play.
Yeah.
More buttons appear. You can go back to the menu. It tells you how many coins you have, which, by the way, I have way more coins than you.
How many coins do you have?
937.
How?
Because earlier when we were playing, I finished a flight. I got to my destination.
I haven't finished a single flight on this game.
So it says you can select your planes, but it starts you out with the first one, which is just it's not even a...
The second one you also own.
Okay.
There are two planes that you own, and the rest of them... So the next one is 30,000 coins.
Yeah.
That's the next cheapest one.
That's at least, like, that's a little more than 30 successful flights.
Yeah.
Unless they're the bigger...
I mean, how long would... What happened?
So, it says fly free, in parentheses, watch an ad.
Yeah.
But then it says fly now, you own this. Those are two separate buttons.
And if you hit fly now, there's also an ad.
Yes, there is an ad. It's shorter.
Really?
But also...
So both of the buttons do the same thing.
I think the fly now one is a shorter ad.
So why would I hit fly free, watch an ad?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
But this is what happened to me the first time.
So, okay, that's exactly what happened to me too. So I hit fly now, there's an ad.
Yeah.
15 seconds or something, right? The second I hit skip ad, there's like a screen that says like fly now, right?
Yeah.
Like with you can see like in the background is like the what's it called where you
runway.
Yeah, the runway, right? I can see the sky,
the landscape.
I can see the mountains,
maybe the tips of the edges of the wings.
Of the wings, right? Because it's covered by a box. I hit fly now, and then it goes crash. It immediately crashed.
Me too.
I don't know how. Like the app didn't crash.
No.
The plane crashed into the ground.
Failed the mission.
Correct.
In under a second.
I'm so glad that we both had the exact same thing happen.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So then what did you do after that?
And it didn't explain why.
No. Very few explanations. I would say none, actually.
Yeah. So then I hit so then I was like, I guess I'll try again, right? Sorry.
Yeah, okay, me too.
So then I went back, pressed play, and there was another ad. Right away.
Which button did you do?
I pressed fly now.
Okay, you did that again. You tried again.
Yeah.
Okay, another ad.
Another ad right away.
Do you remember what happened?
Maybe like not even a second because I crashed immediately. Right. So hi Valjean, thank you. So I pressed play. My bad. I should take responsibility for this. Right. Okay. I crashed my plane.
Yeah. It's don't say he.
Game over. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll try again. Then it's like, go back to main menu, right? Or go back to this menu. I hit that menu and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll play.
Did you get an ad when you did that?
No.
Because I have.
Really?
An ad after.
Oh, dude. So then I hit like play and then it was like another ad.
Mm-hmm.
And I was...
Did you do play now or play with an ad?
I did play now. I've never played play with an ad.
Okay, because after it failed the first time, I did fly free, watch an ad. That's the button I hit the second time. And then it worked.
So
and I was flying.
You've never pressed fly now again?
Not until just now.
Okay. And it works.
But I hit fly free, watch an ad. It crashed. It didn't work. I hit fly free, watch an ad, and it worked, but there's no tutorial or anything.
No.
So I crashed pretty quick because I just was guessing with the controls.
Exactly. So what happened with me is I hit fly free, right? Or no, I hit fly now. Here, I'll just do it right now. There's an ad. Which is, I mean, and I understand because this is a free game. A lot of people probably worked on this. And, I didn't even read the mission at all. I've never read the mission.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm still not going to. So I hit OK.
Mhm.
My plane is sitting there.
Yeah.
I have my altimeter. I have flaps. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, controls the.
Well, I know, but like I don't fly planes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
How it would
right?
affect it.
Gear. I don't know. Right.
Landing gear. Probably.
Oh, is that what that is? I didn't know if it was like first gear, second gear. I didn't know.
It's only 2 options.
Brakes
yeah.
on and off. Right?
Oh, so, I didn't even use the brakes when I succeeded on a mission.
Yeah, and then I think that there's like a throttle, I guess.
Yes.
So then I was like, okay, I guess I'll just move this thing up, right? Mm-hmm. And I start going, and I'm kind of like teetering up and down, and I start using the controls, and I'm flying, right? Mm-hmm. It's fun, you know. It's fun to get off the ground.
Yeah.
But the landscape is not pretty.
No, it's like
Google Earth.
Non-rendered, like pre-render Google Earth.
Almost. So when I was in like the 5th grade, right? I remember we all did like a Google Earth thing. It was a Google Earth Day, right? That kind of ages me a little bit, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm young.
That's fine.
I'm young. Okay?
I was trying to think. I was like, did we ever do anything like that?
No,
because it wouldn't have been 5th grade for me.
Yeah, no way. So, and I remember when it had like just come out. Okay, so that really ages me. Yeah. I didn't want to say that, but it had just come out, so it was like bad Google Earth. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you know, we're looking at like the pyramid at Giza, and you know, we're like looking at all these different things, and I just remember my teacher zooming in, and it would so slowly render, right? Mm. And there was one point when it was like, oh, there it is, and then it would render one more time after that, and it's like, okay, there's the picture. The time before that, right? So like the time right before it's the actual picture, that's what this looks like, right? But all the mountains are just kind of like pushed up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like when you look at the mountains, you can tell that there's supposed to be mountains there, like because of the picture, but they're all stretched and it just looks bad, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's not.
No, the plane looks fine.
The plane looks fine.
The runways look fine.
The runway is detailed.
But I mean, and I understand they're not going to freaking.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing the whole globe, you know.
I mean, are you? Can you fly around the entire globe?
I don't know. I don't even know if it's real places.
I have no idea where this is. Because like, there's also a map. So I'll open the map, right? And you can't zoom out or move it around at all. Mm-hmm. You can't. I mean, I'm using my fingers to.
Well, you can zoom a little bit, can't you?
Well, I mean, you can like press plus and minus, but you can't. I have no idea where this is. It just looks like a made up place, right?
Kind of. But it might be real.
But yeah, I'm at Sky Park. I don't think that's a real place. Sky Park
doesn't sound like it.
And there's another one that's called Augusta. So is this where's Augusta?
That's a famous golf course.
Where?
I don't know. Florida, maybe. I don't know.
Augusta National. I think it's in Georgia.
Georgia, somewhere in the south.
You're the research guy, man.
Okay, sorry. Should I look up where is Sky?
No, where is Augusta? Where is Augusta?
Yeah, but should we see if Sky Park is a real thing?
Sure.
Augusta, Georgia.
Okay, so I was right.
Yes, Sky Park.
Yes.
Sky Park. There's a lot of different things called Sky Park.
I mean, there's probably all trampoline.
None of them are in Georgia, as far as I can tell.
Okay. That's fine by me, man. That is fine by me. So then, you know, I played it a little bit yesterday. I was planning on playing it a bit before we recorded the podcast. But we just played it a little bit to figure it out, right? Yeah. And so you actually landed the plane.
I did. I successfully completed a mission.
I got so bored. Because I didn't know that you could speed it up.
Yeah, I'm glad I saw that. Otherwise, I would not have finished.
2x, you know, you can like speed up
2x, 4x.
You're not actually speeding up your plane, but you're speeding up like the amount of time that's going by, right? And so, but when you're going that fast, it's so hard to control, right? So I guess
that's probably why I had such a hard time landing.
Yeah,
I forgot to take it down from 4x.
Yeah, probably. So I was flying it there, right? And I cannot tell where the runway is.
No.
It's so hard to see.
Very hard to see.
And you can't shift the camera at all. The only way that you could do that is by either like nose.
Well, there's a camera button.
Where? Oh, camera. Wow. There's like 5 buttons and I missed one.
Yeah.
So
that's a bad record, man.
Camera,
you hit it a couple times, it goes around.
So, okay. I was making my way towards the runway. I knew that I was because there's a little red line that's taking you from the one
mini map.
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like taking you from one airport to the next airport.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the right path, right? I didn't know in what direction the runway was going to be, right? Like I didn't know if I was coming at it at the right angle.
Yeah.
That would have helped because then I could have, gone around, I could have, done something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I start going towards it and it's at like a 45-degree angle from me,
too.
Right?
Yeah.
So then I go down to try and land. I did not, it tells you nothing about the game, right? So, I mean, I guess that it is true to the design of it because it's like, hey, the pilot isn't there anymore.
Oh,
you're in the cockpit,
even though you're still at the runway.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is an airport theoretically. Maybe there's another pilot here or even nearby, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's the game. The game is the game.
Yeah, the game is the game.
The game is the game, and it's a free game.
Yeah, it is a free game. It is a free game, and it's free game. So I go to land, right, and I just go like, right, I just like smack it and go right back up.
Really?
Right? Yeah, I just kiss it. I just kiss it because I'm going so fast, right? And then I try to turn around. I freaking do a barrel roll, dude. That was the most exciting thing I'd done in the game.
You have 2 passengers, and they are both losing their mind.
Correct. Yeah. So I did a barrel roll. That was so much fun, right? And then, so much fun.
Very fun.
And then I turn around to land it again, and I just got so frustrated that I just crashed the plane intentionally.
Oh.
I just put it straight into the ground. Put that bird down.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you were almost there, man.
Yeah.
And that's why I have almost 1,000 more credits than you, or coins, or whatever you get.
Coins.
Yeah. Why is it coins?
Yeah. So what was your landing experience like?
I forgot about the brakes.
Uh-huh.
I think I was still on ×4 speed.
Yeah.
But I just throttled way down. I had to circle a few times before I got the angle right, and I came down. I dropped the what's it called, the landing gear. Yeah. I dropped the gear, and it landed on the runway going at a bad angle in a bad direction, right towards a big silo looking thing.
Yeah, there's weird silo looking things.
And it said mission complete right as I passed through the silo. So the silo wasn't actually there.
Oh.
I would have hit it if it were. So
you have to hit to a certain checkpoint.
Yeah, you just have to land. I wasn't even fully stopped yet. I wasn't even close.
But you just landed it.
I landed it. I went through the silo, and I succeeded.
Nice, dude.
I wasn't going straight down the runway at all, but I was on tarmac.
Yeah.
So.
Tarmac. Okay.
So, let me say this. It was pretty satisfying once I was like, okay, this is the controls. I can speed it up. I'm on a straight path. I'm at 2,500 feet, and landing. It was fun. Despite everything else about this game, it was kind of fun to.
You know what was my favorite part of the game, and this is my favorite part of the game was when I got my plane because it was so chaotic, getting it into the air, getting it flying, so chaotic, right? But when I had it at a certain angle and I knew it was going straight toward the other airport, I just put my hands off of it.
Yeah.
I knew it was going there.
Yeah.
It was cozy.
You don't need to do it.
So my favorite part of the game was when I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't playing it anymore.
AFK.
Yeah, I was AFK. Which,
Yeah. It says something, but
I don't know how loud it says it.
Yeah.
So something I want to do with phone games in particular, because I think that with phone games it's a lot funnier most of the time. I want every other time that we talk about a phone game, I want one of us to just scroll through a couple of the reviews, find a couple that catch our eye,
and
just read them to the other person.
All right.
For your enjoyment.
For the enjoyment, okay.
Maybe other people find it enjoying full. We will see.
Let's hear them.
So this is
do you want me to guess?
So yeah, I'm going to give you the title of the comment. I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask you to guess what star rating out of 5 stars they gave the game. Okay. First of all, we should probably say that this game is rated overall 3.2 out of 5 stars. Which is over 50% of people enjoyed it. Is that what that means?
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Is that generous or fair?
Here's the thing, okay? It's a phone game. It's free, riddled with advertisements.
Very low budget.
Very low budget. And also, who is it targeted towards? Is it targeted towards people who want to fly planes? Because if it is, I don't think that it's probably not a good representation of what flying planes is like.
Yeah.
Maybe people who really like planes, because you can collect a lot of different planes. There's like 90 something different planes. How many planes were there? There's tons.
True. Maybe that is the market.
96 planes. My dad loves planes.
Okay.
He would not like this game, but I know people are like, it's kind of like how you and I would be about, I don't know what, like, we like cars, kind of. I'm not super into cars. Are you into cars?
If we played a car game, we'd have a car we want.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I saw like a Subaru Outback, like a 1996 Subaru Outback, I'd be like, oh yes,
so
these people would be like, oh, we got an F-15, let's go.
So what you're saying is maybe the target audience is, obviously we don't know what they had in mind when they made it.
Plane fans.
Yes, people who are like, oh, this plane costs 120,000 coins.
Yeah. If
I do 120 missions in this little freaking thing, then maybe I can get there.
Yeah. So to me, 3.2 stars, a little high.
Yeah,
and it's not because the quality of the game is bad. I would probably rate it like a 3 out of 5 on.
Here's my biggest beef with it. We're gonna do a biggest beef moment. My biggest beef.
I can just think of like big letters. Biggest beef moment. Yeah.
Is the amount of advertising.
Yeah.
I don't actually care that much that there's no tutorial. Sometimes tutorials are annoying.
Yeah, handholdy.
I don't.
This game is anything but handholdy. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's true.
If you like your freedom.
I didn't even care that it's not pretty or
I played
organized well.
I've played bad-looking games that I love.
But the ads, it's a little ridiculous.
It's a little ridiculous, and also I just feel like there's so little to do in this game, right? You're flying from airport to airport. That's it. As far as we know. Honestly, we've played the game for like maybe a collective 20 minutes. It's more of a gag that we're talking about this game because it's the pilot.
Yeah. Yes, but also
it didn't grab
I would maybe bet money that there's probably not a lot of other things that are going to happen in this game.
Yeah, I'd probably also bet money.
But
and I'm not a betting man.
Yeah, and I'm not either. So that says a lot.
Yeah, about us and this game. Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Biggest beef. That's probably going to be my biggest beef with a lot of mobile games because it is getting out of hand.
It is. And that's why certain games that we're going to talk about, that's going to be a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Is there's two things about mobile games that drive me insane. Okay? If I can't play if I have to be connected to a good Wi-Fi connection, like if I have to have a good service to play the game, that's a huge bummer for me.
Really?
Yeah, because like, where we work is basically a Faraday cage, right? So if I'm on the John, which is like one of my favorite times to just whip out,
that's what these games are for.
Tetris, Pondbarian, a couple games we can talk about later, right? Then if I'm clicking on that game, and I'm like, this is my time that I have to play this game because I don't play phone games when I'm at home because I have a life. Right, I have things that I have to do. I have a house to clean.
Other games to play.
Better games to play. Not on my phone. Maybe on like a console. Right, and so if I'm clicking on my Tetris app and it's like, sorry, you can't connect to the wire. You're not connected. I'm like, this is a phone game, dude. Do you need me to be connected to Wi-Fi so you can riddle me with ads? Is that what it is? right?
I've gone into airplane mode
and still gotten ads. I've done that.
Really?
I've had that happen
I don't
to me
know
before.
about that.
It's like they
but I've
preloaded
done
them.
it so that the ads are not
Yeah,
there.
and that's smart. I've
But
tried doing that before.
If only I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, right? Right?
Because
Jeez.
then it's like, okay, I take it off airplane mode. My wife's like, hey, where are you? I just want to know what we're doing for dinner.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
hasn't happened, but
No,
that
yeah.
could very well happen.
Yeah. And also like that's why I like, game developers of it's fine, you know. Hey, if you hear a little squeaky, it's a little puppy. It's a little puppy
with his Wonka golden dollar squeaky toy. Golden ticket.
Golden ticket. Golden dollar. But for the game developers of mobile phones, I like in-app purchases if it keeps the ads away. Right? Because I'm not going to pay the in-app purchases, but somebody will, and that's where you're going to get your revenue. Especially if what you're buying is, or especially what you're selling is worth buying, right? Mm-hmm. And so those and ads, right? That was a very long way of saying, if you need to be connected to service or Wi-Fi, and if there's ads in it,
just riddled with ads,
that really starts to grind my gears, right? There have been a couple games that I enjoyed so much that I've spent the $2 to just stop giving me ads. A handful of them. Right? Yeah, and I think that it's worth it for the time that I was playing it. I'd do it again.
I do want to say this. My favorite mobile games that I've played, no matter what in-app purchase I make, it also is like, and we'll remove ads.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, because there's games where it's like, you either have to spend the $3 to remove ads. Well, you have to spend the $3 to remove ads.
And
you can also buy other stuff, but not together.
Yeah.
It's not a package deal.
Or some games, like, that's the only thing that's an in-app purchase.
Is remove ads.
Is removing ads. Yeah, so like you can't buy I don't remember if the game is good.
Right.
Then that's me. That's almost me saying, like, here, game developers, I don't know what percentage of this is actually going to game developers, but here's me. Here's a tip. Yeah. Because I like your game.
Here's a little tip.
Right.
I like your game. I want to play it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into the reviews for
Pilot.
Yeah.
with a exclamation.
Yeah. Capital
point.
T. Capital.
Well, all of it's capital.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
So this one says good, but still needs significant work. This is from 5 years ago.
Wow.
Okay.
This is an old app.
Yeah. I don't actually know how old the app is.
Can you?
Yeah, I can check it out really fast. I don't actually know if I can. Well, okay, version history. I'll go all the way to. This is a 10-year-old app.
Wow. Okay.
10 years old.
That
makes it a little bit more reputable for me.
That
maybe
sense.
There's something here that people like, because they're in 8.0 version 8.0, which was 2 years ago.
Here's what I think though. By now, you could have cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah. It looks the same. And it's probably the same.
10 years ago, there weren't that many ads.
And
for sure.
No.
So
10 years ago, this is probably a pretty dope game.
Yeah. So they've been like, you know what? Let's go and add another ad right on the main home screen.
I would have played this game 10 years ago. Because games on the phone 10 years ago they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
But they weren't expected to be good. It was like, I just got a brand new phone.
I just got an iPod Touch.
Yeah, exactly. I got an iPod Touch and I can play, I don't know, Flappy Bird.
Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah, or what was that one with the little cube that you would bounce on the
row with an R.
Dude, it was good.
Yeah.
That's a good game. Okay, here we go. 5 years ago. This is from BCJ725, which sounds like a plane. Yeah. Okay. It says, good fun, very addictive. Do you agree? How about I just read it? But it still has glitches. Example, the Kalispell destination does let you land. Pretty sure he meant to say doesn't, because it says, you just keep descending into negative altitude and fly into oblivion or crash. Also, the altimeter is illegible. Would be nice to be able to read the altitude. Still no response from these folks? Why don't they fix the problems? That's in all caps. And more. Instead of having to scroll through all the locked planes, how about showing my unlocked planes on the first screen? Also, why not show the price of each plane on its icon so we don't have to click on all the icons to see prices? That's the end of the review. So, I would wonder what you think the rating for that was from BCJ725.
First, let me say,
good fun.
This guy's doing the Lord's work.
All that.
He is laying out. This is how you can improve.
This is a game developer's best friend.
Yeah, that's like a freaking That's amazing.
Yeah.
Also, this guy is so dedicated to this game.
He's been playing it for a long time.
To find this game, I had to scroll down so far, and all I typed in the App Store search was Pilot.
Yeah.
This is not a popular game.
Yeah, and it seems like he says still no response from these folks. Yeah, like he's been texting them. Yeah. BCJ, dude. I feel bad for him.
I think that he gave this 2 out of 5 stars.
3 out of 5 stars.
Wow, okay.
That's not bad.
All right.
That's not bad. The next one, More Than a Game. That's the name of it. This is 4 years ago from Red Wizzo.
Yeah.
This one gets a little bit boring toward the end. Okay, but
read it and I'm gonna sit back and listen.
With the title, More Than a Game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've heard Hollow Knight described as more than a game. I've heard Breath of the Wild, more than a game.
Yeah.
This is Pilot, more than a game. The variety of aircraft and their relative performance is very good once you get the hang of the control sensitivity. I love how he's like, it's like he has a little bit of salt. He's like, once you get control sensitivity, it's great. Yeah. Right?
Okay.
I think it even provides enough positive transfer to be useful in refreshing some piloting skills, e.g., point-to-point navigation using TACAN or VOR DME. So he gets it.
This guy is an experienced flight simulator player.
I do wish the altimeter and airspeed indicator was more representative of a VVI. Would be nice for better practicing instrument skills. Well enough to feel more proficient afterwards. The aerobatics. Don't think that's a word. Can you look that up? Is aerobatics a word? AEROBATIC. I know how to spell all the fake words.
It's a word.
It's a word?
Definition?
Yeah.
Feats of spectacular flying performed in one or more aircraft to entertain an audience on the ground. What did he say about the aerobatics?
He said the aerobatics possible with the fighters is kloogy, but fun. Can you look up kloogy for me? KLOOGY.
Not a word.
Yep. Okay. Kloogy, but fun. It's cool landing on the carrier with some of the slower aircraft, including the Harrier. Wait, you can land on carriers? That's pretty dope.
Maybe there's more variety than...
I wish you had enabled the hook function of the FA-18 and the F-15 and F-16 too, for that matter.
Yeah, me too.
For a game, it exceeds my expectations.
That is so weird.
What?
It sounded to me like he was kind of critiquing.
He was just complaining.
And then he was like... This is more than a game, and it exceeds my expectations.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I have no idea if everything he said that impressed me is gibberish. He's like the VVI. Like, maybe this guy just gets a kick out of just making stuff up and sounding so smart in reviews, which is hilarious. And I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah, dude. Definitely. That is
so funny.
Definitely. Like, going on to, like, I don't know, Flappy Bird. No, it has to be a little bit more complex than that.
It has to be something technical.
Yeah, you're like, dude, the Schwarzkopf method was beautiful on this game. I used the angular DDT. It was perfect.
Everyone's like,
what is he talking? And they're like, wow.
That is so good. I'm so glad he found that.
This guy. There's one more review after this.
Okay, well.
So what do you think this is?
Okay.
You don't know if you're done yet? You think you need more of these?
I don't know if I'm done talking about this one.
Oh, wow. Keep going, dude. Keep going.
So, he loves this game.
It's more than a game.
And if he's not just BSing, this guy's a pilot, dude.
Yeah.
This guy is either a pilot or an experienced,
or he just loves flight simulators. But the thing is that this is a pretty low-rated flight simulator.
Yeah.
There's a lot of...
He's been through them all.
Oh, yeah.
And this one is more than a game.
Yeah.
Maybe we're being hard on it.
This guy has an iPad. For sure. You know what I mean? He plays this on an iPad.
Yeah, he does. Well, he's like, Why would he play it on a phone?
My favorite part of the entire review, I read this to my wife last night, and I was laughing so hard because I had no idea what was going to happen, right, in this. It actually surprised me just now because I forgot about it, right? He says, more than a game, the variety of aircraft and their relative performance is very good once you get the hang of the control sensitivity. Because it's so jarring, right? Because you're ready for this. I was expecting a poem, right? Of just beautiful, like I've watched a lot of really, really good reviews of games in the past. And the setting the stage for this was strong.
Yeah.
And then he's like, it's great once you get a hang of the control sensitivity. Also, I wish you would do this. I wish that the VVI was a little bit better. You know what? Now that I'm on it, I also wish that you did the I wish you had enabled the hook function on the FA-18 and the F-15 and the F-16 too.
Gosh,
for that matter, right?
How many hours did he spend on this game?
That is, oh my god. How much would I want if on any person's review I could click how many hours they've played of this game? How much better would that be?
Do you know how many of them would be like us? It would be like
30 seconds.
Less than 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, it's kludgy, but fun.
Yeah. This guy's awesome.
I know.
If we could get this guy on the podcast,
Red
talk about this game.
Wizzo.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna guess how many stars. I think he did 4 out of 5.
5 stars.
5 stars.
5.
Of course.
It's more than a game.
Why did I say 4? Of course it's 5.
All right, here we go. One more review. Crashes every time. 3 years ago, this is tab 1075. It says, I'm revising my old 3-star review. Even back then, developer greed was front and center with the use of microtransactions to purchase new planes. Now it looks like they've added the ability to purchase planes using in-game coins in addition to the ability to use real money. But the planes still cost a crazy amount of coins. Come on, dev. They're virtual planes. For crying out loud. We're given 2 crappy planes to start, and some of the best ones can be unlocked by what looks like having to create an account for this company. That's so they can sell you. That's so they can sell your info to rip us off more. No thanks.
Wow.
He said. I'd like to make a comment on the new gameplay after the big update, but it crashes every time I tap play. Garbage. Sorry, I had a hard time reading that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just start off by saying 1 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, 1 star.
Okay.
1 star.
So it used to be 3 stars. Now the last review we read, I think, was 4 years ago. That means between 4 years ago and 3 years ago. Well, I guess between 5 years ago and 3 years ago, this game was in its prime because it was more than a game.
Yeah, back then.
But now, after whatever update was a little over 3 years ago.
Yeah. Let me check. I can actually look at all of the.
And somehow it improved after that.
So if we look at any of the reviews, there's a review from July 9th, 1 star, deleted. 3 years ago, 1 star.
Wow.
2 years ago, 2 years ago, there's one that says, I would give 5 stars, but 4 stars. I don't know what it is.
All right, here, I have an idea.
Okay.
We should leave a review and formulate it right here, right now.
Right now?
Yeah. How many stars would you give this game?
Okay, are we trying to be funny or are we trying to be accurate?
Accurate. This game at least deserves an honest review.
Okay.
Not from Red Wazoo or the other guys.
I'd probably give it 2 stars.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah? Okay, so we'll tap to rate it 2 stars.
Okay.
I've never left a review on one of these. So I actually need to see do I need to be in the app to leave a review?
I don't know.
Oh, write a review. Okay. Here we go. We're going to write one right now. So 2 stars. Title. Pilot.
something like what are you looking for?
What are you? I'll put that in caps.
Yeah, and we're not talking to the game developers right here.
No.
We're talking to the reader of the review.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Pilot.
Let me tell you about Pilot. Okay.
This game, once you get used to the controls, comma, is kloogy. Kloogy. But the ads are an obstacle to one's enjoyment of Pilot.
Obstacle to one's enjoyment of Pilot.
Okay, your turn. Do a sentence.
Okay. It really depends on the kind of person you are. Yes, you.
Okay.
Do you like a game with simplicity, charm, straightforwardness, and simplicity?
Yeah. We gotta mention there's no hand-holding tutorial.
This is just one of those games that throws you in for a good time. Do you like planes? You might like plane. Pilot. You might like Pilot. Do you...
If you dislike 2005 Google Earth graphics.
Google Earth graphics.
Or
watching ads.
Or I don't know. Is there a word for like lack of direction? Like, because there's no tutorial, right? There's no explanation or anything.
If you dislike 2005 Google Earth graphics or watching ads or chaos. No, it's not chaotic.
Or baptism by fire.
Initiation by fire. By fire. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
Initiation by fire. Style gameplay.
This might not be the game for you.
This might not be the game for you.
It's worth mentioning. I don't know if we want to use that phrase or not. It's worth mentioning that the information on how to improve the game is in the reviews.
Is in these very reviews.
Yeah.
We cordially invite you all to listen to our new podcast. Should I leave it? No.
I was wondering where you're going with that. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah. All right. I think that that concludes our pilot episode.
There it is. Pilot, 2 out of 5 stars.
Yep. We left the review.
I hope you know what you're looking for.
Yeah. More like it's a 9 out of 10 divided by 2 to stars. 4.5.
Yeah. But that's not an option.
Yeah.
The whole title, but that's not an option, so we rounded down to 4. If you love it that much, why'd you round it?
Just round it up, bud.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's good.
Let's see here. Great game, comma. Just like the other review.
Every other review.
Great game, but
Great game, comma, good game.
Great game, comma, perfect game.
No, it's not perfect.
All right, dude. Great game, comma, good game. Okay.
No, great game, comma, but it's a good game.
It's a good game, but really good game.
Yeah. That's awesome.
All right, great game,
okay, you start.
But really good game.
Because I came up with the title, so you have to start.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yep. That was all you. Yep. Okay. This game. Man, let me tell you, this game is perfect for the old hang dash out dash and dash play dash a dash easy dash card game.
Hang out and play an easy card game.
Hang out and play an easy card game. For the old hang out and play an easy card game.
Evenings. Oh, evenings. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to mention like it's like Uno. Okay. You know, if you like Uno,
smart. If you like Uno, capital U,
you probably would like Phase 10.
You probably would like Phase 10.
It's solid in its simplicity.
Is this a new sentence?
Yeah.
It's solid in its simplicity.
Easy to pick up. Fun for the whole family. Okay, you go.
Okay. Should we mention why it's not 5 stars, or is that?
Yeah. Like the only
when you're looking for a game for 2 to 6 players, this is the game. Otherwise, no, I don't think we should. It's too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I want you to. You have a lot of feelings. Your opinion of the game changed a lot when you learned about the skips.
Yeah.
I want you to bring all of that into one sentence.
It may seem juvenile at first.
Okay.
But when you peel back the layers, it gets much more complex. Interactive.
Complex, interactive.
And complex.
And complex or complicated?
And, well...
and complex.
Yeah.
I think in our other...
Yeah, we did the same thing.
In pilot.
Yeah.
Good. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's good.
I'm going to say...
Yeah.
We did a more thorough review, the Shameless Shell review of this game on our podcast, Free Game.
Find it on Spotify.
Or
like find it anywhere you'd find podcasts.
Well, I don't think it's...
Oh, it won't be on like Apple Podcasts yet?
Not yet.
Okay, we'll get it
there.
Also,
it won't be on Spotify yet because we have to edit it.
Yeah.
But who cares?
They'll get it, yeah.
Find it on Spotify.
Yep.
Good, dude.
Okay.
All right, man. That's
Leave the review. Yeah, dude, this is a great game. I'm thoroughly satisfied. I'm probably going to get myself a copy of it, especially since it's so cheap, you know? Yeah. And I feel like it's really simple to explain to people. Because there are games that I love, but I'm just like, do I really want to get into how to play this game with this person? We have like an afternoon.
Yeah. Especially if everyone there but one person has played it, you still have to go through the whole thing again.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what's super frustrating. But yeah, I think that it's intuitive, it's fun, it's a classic.
It's a classic. It's just an easygoing, good game, simple, and you can have a lot of fun with it, man.
Yeah. And did we want to talk about the next? Here, I'm gonna ask you a question.
All right.
Okay. And after I'm done with it, you can say yes or no, and then we'll just finish it right there.
All right.
Do we want to say what the next episode, what the game of the next episode is going to be about?
If you already know, then yes.
Okay. The next episode is going to be about Stratego.
All right.
All right. See you then.